Hi, my name is Bryce. For this video, I'll be talking about myself as a leader, how personality and emotions affect leadership, and then how this is connected to the research and nursing practices. The first quiz that I took was the Understanding Yourself as a Leader, was the Myers-Briggs personality test, which I scored in ENTJ, also known as the Commander. I thought that was pretty spot on for me. They're confident, direct, organized, and like efficiency. Especially in a lot of emergency situations. It's something that I feel like it's just my personality. I like to know what to do and just do it, like not sit around or think about it. I'm comfortable making decisions. But with that, I know that I can be impatient, and if things aren't organized. The second assessment I took was the followership style test, and I scored as an independent critical thinker or a effective follower. This means I don't just follow orders blindly. I ask questions, which can get me in trouble sometimes. That's what it is. But I like to think through things. I like to make suggestions on how we can make things better, just so on my part, it helps me to better understand what we're doing and why we're doing things. In a group, I naturally take over organizing tasks and making sure that things are done early, so that way it's not left undecided. So these little leadership style fit me, and I feel like it best fits me as a transformational leadership. I like the big picture. I like understanding how things grow and what makes people work, but I also like structure, clear plans. I like having things thought out. My strengths are confidence and strategy. My challenge is remembering that not everybody communicates the same or directly like I do. I like feedback. That's something that for some people are thrown off by, because I like things to be smart, like goals. Smart goals being strategic or specific, measurable, attainable, and time managed, and realistic. And so that's how I expect everything else. If a co-worker is struggling with a new hospital policy, I wouldn't just tell them what to do. I'd explain why we're doing it, and then help them implement that into their practice. So with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, in my own words, it's a theory that says what people need and why. Starting with the basic food levels, we understand why we need those. Then emotional needs, like our belongings, respect, and finally purpose or self-fulfillment. That's a big one for me. Emotional competence to me means being aware of my own emotions, recognizing other people's emotions, and then responding in ways that support both the team instead of creating conflict. Once I was working with a nursing assistant who was very introverted, so they're quiet, withdrawn, and instead of being upset about that, I would frequently ask them if they're doing okay, and then they later end up sharing that they're dealing with some family issues, and I was able to sit and listen, and that created a connection for us, and we were able to grow from that and then help her to feel important, but also heard. Understanding emotions helps lead to empathy, and it's not just about efficiency. So the article I chose was one about leadership styles in nursing. It showed that emotional intelligence and transformational leadership creates a healthier work environment. It creates higher staff satisfaction because we're actually caring how they feel and what they do, and also better patient outcomes. This encourages me to balance my natural leadership strengths, and with empathy and emotional awareness, I need to make sure that I understand why. That's why people also learn the way that they do. And it's not always about being direct. It's about supporting others. So thank you for watching.